Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the latest in the episodes of all the airplane shows. Yes, sir. It's no BS airplane show. We got a good Cessna Saturday night stream. Saturday night Cessna. Yes, sir. We're not flying that little base 175. 175? No. We're not flying that little base 172 or the 152. No, we're going to be flying the new Echo Pack sound pack from Echo 19. This thing looks pretty damn dope. What it comes with it. It was only 15 bucks. You can get it right now at the Microsoft on the stove. You can get it on the stove from the Microsoft Simulator. Yes, sir. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, notification bell. I know I'm not looking at you right now. I'm trying to get this other screen set up. I'll look at you in a minute. I will look at you in a minute, screen. I will give you some attention right about now. Yeah. All right, so Cessna 208 Precision Pack. Look at that, man. You could save $1, man. They must be Jewish. All right, look at you. Save $1. All right, Cessna 172. Yo, what's up, Migo? How you doing, my friend? I know, man. You're the first to like. That shit is awesome, dude. Doing all right, my friend. How's your Saturday going? I'm pretty excited for this. I'm not familiar with Echo 19. Like, all we know is Boris. Or the shit for Flight Factor. You know, like the upgrades for Flight Factor and shit. Like this, I'm kind of looking forward. We're going to have to turn the music off on this one. Only thing, I can't find a St. Bart's livery. Man, I really don't like flying without the right kind of livery. That, like, really bothers me. Tonight, we're probably going to fly a Delta livery. I bought a new livery pack. But you know what? I'll have to check. I'll have to check the Microsoft store, see if they sell it. I'll check it out in a minute. You know what? I use AI for a lot of shit. I bet you they used Microsoft Copilot for this. Just based on the... I bet you they used Microsoft Copilot for this. Based on these icons up here, which is now available. These ones here for highlight, that is the same kind of shit that Microsoft Copilot will do. Yep, the green box. Hey, that's all right. Hey, man, AI is okay. As long as it doesn't cause me to have my utility bills increase too much. All right, let me pull up what's available in here. I think we should be looking at this right now. Yeah. I don't think they sell a St. Bart's livery. Let me see here. Oh, the ultimate, well, let's see here. So I'll buy another one of these. See, I bought 4 simmers. I bought that one. We got the pack. Let's check 2Pilot. He makes pretty good shit, 2Pilot. Let's see if they got a St. Bart's livery here. That's like the same livery that was... Yeah, this is like the same pack that they have for 4 simmers. If they don't have it, we're just going to use Air Caribbean. Do I have the Caribbean Airline all-white livery? You know what? I don't know if I have that. I'll have to check and see if it's available. If not, I'm sure I could download it on flightsim.to. I don't think I've seen the all-white one before. All right, yeah, see, this is a bundle. This is different, but I'll check it out anyways. Ain't no way I'm buying it for $20-some, but... Oh, yeah, I'm not buying all that shit. All right, we'll just pretend. We will just pretend. I'd have to check with PMDG and see if they have that livery available. Let me open up their app real quick and see if they have it. I don't think they do. I don't remember seeing that one before. Let's see here. PMDG. Let me open this shit up. It'll work. Come on, bitch. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, I don't want to open up the audio cables. Come on, Greg. Stop clicking like an old man. Let's go, baby. Come on. All right. Let me see here. Marketplace. I know you can't see what I'm looking at right now, but I just want to type it in real quick and see if they have it. Nope, I don't see it. I'd have to try to find it. Do you have it or have you made it? Like, oh, here we go. All liveries. Hang on. Air Caribbean. Nope, they don't have it. I'd have to try to find it. Never seen all white though. I mean, I've seen it where it's pretty much like all white and then like the air Caribe on the back of the tail, but I don't think I've ever seen it. All right, so we got a Delta livery. We're just gonna fly with this. We'll just pretend. All right, we're gonna take off. So that they do real flights every day from St. Bart's to Princess Juliana and back. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna fly this little trip here. We're gonna leave St. Bart's, go to Princess Juliana, which should be up yonder. Yeah, it should be the next one right here. Oh yeah, here's St. Martin. Okay, so this is it. And then we're gonna land, unload, load again, and then fly back to St. Bart's and land at St. Bart's. So let's get this going here. We'll just pick any ramp. FedEx or DHL? Okay. Okay, buddy, okay. You got it. Got to get a cargo plane for that one. I'll do DHL. That's probably a little more prevalent in the Caribbean than FedEx landing at this airport. It should be right here. There we go. I'd like to generate an app where you can change the livery while you're in the simulator. Instead of having to back out and then go in and change it, it'd be nice. There's a couple of planes on X-Plane that you can do that with, which is pretty dope, I think. All right, let's see here. Boy, let me change time of day. I'm on the fence about using GPU-Z and AutoFPS tonight. I kind of like to go without it and see how we do. We're running pretty good, but AutoFPS did just come out with something new today. Oh, I still got the words on. Hang on, let me turn that off. Okay. Let's jump in here. Let's get our checklist out. Let's let me just check our fuel and everything, and then we'll get our checklist going here. All right, that's fine. 50%. All right, load aircraft, load immediately. Load aircraft, load immediately. Okay, now we can go back into our checklist. So both fuel selectors on. All right, engine oil, that's fine. Probe covers. Here, let's go outside and make sure everything is removed. I believe so. I believe so with that. I think if you get good enough flying in these simulators, yeah, I think you have a really good chance of being able to do it in real life. Yeah, 100%. I totally agree with that. Yes, I know it's different. I know it's different, but it's not really that different, I don't think. Like, you know, I think if you're good enough at landing and taking off, I think you could do that in a fake airplane and a real airplane. That's so gay. Come on, man. At least let us put an actual tail number on there. All right, I think that's what we needed. All right, let's come back inside the cabin. Yeah, absolutely. I think if you master that shit, I think you have a really good chance of being able to fly a real airplane for sure. Oh, is this all inspection? Okay, we can just click on all this shit. I know there's Circuit breakers you can play with in this airplane, but I don't think there's any failures in this airplane, though. What did I miss? Here we go. Before I turn the engines on, I might try to get clearance for pushback. Let's make sure all the circuits are in. The toilet. Oh, the toilet button doesn't work. Okay, that all looks fine. I thought there was isn't there a booklet in here? Oh, you can't open the glove box up? That's ghetto. I thought you could do that. All right, let's continue. Pre-flight's complete. Cabin door, yep, this is all good. Park and brake is set. Control locks are removed, that's good. All switches off. Ignition is normal. Circuits are in. Fuel selectors are on. Vent, air fans. Over here. Okay, they're off. Air conditioning switch should be off. Oh, I need to see. There's something we can click on. Hang on. Let's go back to the page for the description of this. I thought it said you can click on something in here for headphones. Oh yeah, built-in headphone simulation. Click aux on the G1000 panel. Okay, I can try that. All right, air conditioning's off. Let's see here. All right, that's all good. Temperature selector's closed. Bleed air heat is off. Cabin air mixing. All right, emergency power. Let's put that on normal. Emergency power. No, that's not. There's a generator. Where the hell's emergency power at? I really don't want to click on the thing and try to tell myself where it is. It's got to be around here somewhere. All right, I give up. I don't want to spend all night looking. Where are you hiding? Oh, you fuck, down here. All right, so what do we got to put this on? Idle. Whoa, we might need to turn the music off a little bit, man. I could hear that shh behind it. All right, power levers are idle. Prop, let's put you on max. All right, cutoff for the proper RPM. Fuel conditioner is cut off. All right, let's turn on battery 1 and then avionics. All right, avionics 1. Shit, that shit sounds pretty good to me so far. All right, let's find out what ATIS is. Let me get SayIntentions pulled up here. All right, ATIS is 11845. Oh, I got to turn that on OBS. Hang on 1 second. Right, SayIntentions, there we go. All right, 4-5. Nothing coming through. Let me try departure then and see what happens. Clearance. What are we, St. Bart's? Sierra Bravo Sierra. Okay. Clearance, St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo Sierra. VFR to Princess Juliana. Request flight following information. I don't know what information is, but we're going to see what happens.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Okay, so again, ATIS didn't work. Again, everything else works, but ATIS doesn't. Okay. All right, SayIntentions, no problem. That's fair. We'll just continue to make up information numbers.
St. Bart, Sierra Bravo Sierra. On departure, maintain VFR at or below 1500. Departure on 128.905, squawk 1544.
Fuck, man.
French West 3223, contact Juliana Tower on 118.7.
Cleared out departure VFR at or below 1500. Departure 128.905, squawk 1544, St. Bart Sierra, Bravo Sierra.
KF4319er, contact Amory Tower on 120.5.
I'm trying to use these cards that they sent me, but it's a little tough to read it with my glasses on. So I took a picture of it and I'm reading on the iPad, but I usually use the iPad for SayIntentions. So it's I don't know. I might have to take my glasses off so I can read this shit tonight. It's hell when you get older, man. I'm telling you, man. It's hell when you get old. All the shit starts to go. All right, wing flaps are up. Seatbelts, that's fine. Fire detection warning system, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that works. I don't care about the fuel selectors. We can leave these on because we're getting ready to turn the airplane on. Let's get clearance. St. Bart's Towers, St. Bart's Sierra Bravo Sierra requesting pushback engine start clearance.
St. Bart Sierra Bravo Sierra, pushback and engine start approved.
That is a big airplane. Is that an MD-11 or is that a TriStar? What the hell is that thing? All right, we're gonna go into hopefully we're going to go into skew mode. All right, let's finish up the startup.
0905, contact Amory Tower on 120.5. 120.5 for care 8095.
Emergency power is normal. Pellet area is clear. Fuel boost on. Okay, that looks okay. Put the starter on. everything is looking pretty good so far. Let's turn the starter off. Generator, let's make sure that's on. All right, and I think that's pretty much it for startup. That dinging will stop here in a moment. Okay, nothing else we really need to do other than just fly the airplane. The fuel boost on takeoff. Okay, fuel boost normal. Rudder trim set for takeoff. Put our flaps down for takeoff. Alright, let's put this away. Why the fuck am I still dinging? Got to be something over here. What is... Why are we dinging? I do not see any reason why. I don't see any... Man, Echo 19, I don't know, dude. This is going to be kind of annoying if this is going to continue dinging. I really don't know, man. This is annoying. I don't see anything over here. We have no warnings on. Fuel is on. That's interesting. You can hear the fuel winding down again. I may have to start this over again. All right, yeah, let's start this over again. What the fuck is up with this airplane, man? Why is it just dinging? That's so gay. That really is. Like, what in the fuck is wrong? There's no warning lights on. All right, we won't worry about the checklist this time. Let's just unpack this bitch. we still have, yeah, we still have chocks. Unless there's a pitot cover like on the other side that I missed. Let me just walk around the other side again, but I didn't think there was. Yeah, like there's nothing down here we need to do anything with. Okay, that looks fine. Yeah, nothing there. Nothing there. All right, let's try it again. I am stumped, dude. All right, the only thing I want to look at, let's just go to starting engines. We'll just do that page. All right, let's turn around first. Can you stop turning, please? I let go of the button and like for 3 seconds it was still spinning. I'm like, can you please stop? All right, battery on. Beacon on. Avionics 1 on. Emergency power lever. Normal. Oh, you know what? Maybe that wasn't down all the way. We'll see. I don't know.
Request a VFR flight.
Alright, fuel boost pump on.
Tango Foxtrot Golf Comanche to 9 Papa. So request a VFR flight with flight 493 at 2,500 feet.
Okay, starter.
Give me 1 second for that clear.
%. See? Better now. Put the fuel boost on normal. Avionics is on. Okay, that's all good. All right, we need to have 1544 in for our squall. One, 5, 4, 4. Oh, bitch, no. Let me look at something real quick. There we go. Now that's set. All right, let's get clearance for taxi. St. Bart's Tower, St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo Sierra, requesting taxi to runway 10.
St. Bart's Sierra Bravo Sierra, runway 10, taxi via Delta.
All right, I gotta take my glasses off. I cannot read this fucking thing. Copy that, taxi runway 10 by Delta, St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo, Sierra.
Approaching runway 10.
Tower, St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo Sierra, requesting departure clearance, holding short runway 10.
St. Bart's Sierra Bravo Sierra, runway 10, wind 020 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Oh, you know, I don't know what our altitude, our barometric pressure is right now. You know, 1 second. I could have pulled it up on the other tablet too. Shit, that's all right. I'll pull it up here. TFFJ. All right, TFFJ barometric pressure is currently 2991. Why did I even waste my fucking time? All right, let's move our fuel to high idle. I need to look at one thing on the tablet here.
On runway 10 remaining 2,000 feet.
Fuel boost is normal, and we leave fuel boost on normal the whole time. Inertial separator on. All right, we'll deal with that later. All right, let's go. Probably should have held our brakes until we were fully at speed, but that's all right. Flaps up. Put the yaw dampener on.
St. Bart's Sierra Bravo Sierra, contact departure.
Contact departure, Sierra Bravo Sierra. Hello, St. Bart's Sierra Bravo Sierra is 1,500, climbing 3,000.
St. Bart's Foxtrot Oscar Sierra Bravo Sierra, Juliana departure, radar contact.
That's good. Let's so I guess we'll go around St. Bart's.
St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo Sierra, contact San Juan Oceanic Center on 118.15.
Contact San Juan Oceanic Departure 118.15. St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo Sierra. San Juan Oceanic Center, St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo Sierra, climbing through 2,000 feet for 3,000.
Send out dash Bravo, dash Foxtrot, dash Oscar, dash Sierra, dash Bravo, dash Sierra, comma, San Juan Oceanic Center. Good morning, Gustavia. St. John QNH 1013.
I'm not really sure what this airplane sounded like before, but it sounds pretty good now. Here we go. So we have a 10-mile arc. So let's do this arc. Let's do that. Let's go back. Let's do PFD option. Let's do DME. Bearing indicator. There we go. And I don't really care where we join from. We'll just go 10 miles from it and then just go around. And then we'll contact tower for a full stop landing. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Should probably get ready and contact their tower now. Let's see what the... Okay, that's St. Bart's. Let me try to find... Let's see, I think I can get their frequency from here. Yep, tower. Approach. Oh, here's ATIS.
1013. Transition level 70. Advise on initial contact you have information Victor. Princess Juliana International
Information
Airport.
Victor. Alright, let's click on approach. Clearance, climb out, request flight following. Inbound to land. Princess Juliana Tower, St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo, Sierra, 16 miles east at 3,000 inbound, full stop, information Victor.
Send out dash Bravo, dash Sierra, dash Bravo, dash Sierra, comma, contact Juliana Tower 118.7 for landing.
I just did, didn't I? Oh, contact 118.7. Princess Juliana, St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo, Sierra is 16 miles east at 3,000. Inbound, full stop, information Victor.
St. Bart's, Foxtrot, Oscar, Sierra Bravo, Sierra, Juliana Tower, runway 12, left hand, report final.
All right, we gotta, well, we'll just stay where we're at and continue on this path here. These airplanes sound pretty damn good. All right, so we are coming inbound on 96. Let's set our course for 96. Put our landing lights back on. Maybe I should start recording this. Hang on a second. Let me get the sky dolly up here. We need to enter so over 3,000 feet is good. I know, 1,600 feet. All right, let's descend.
Sierra Bravo Sierra, enter left downwind for runway 12.
Copy that, enter left-hand downwind. We're turning around now so we can enter left-hand traffic. Sierra Bravo Sierra. What altitude should we drop down to? We're currently at 3,000. All right, we are now lining up for left-hand traffic. All right, I'm just going to go down to 1,600 feet anyways. That's what it calls for. Actually, let's wait a little bit. We'll wait until we get past the land, past the island here. All right, now supposedly clicking on auxiliary.
Voice suppression on.
Oh, look at that.
Voice suppression.
Pretty cool. All right, can we hear the Morse code? Let's see here. There's nav 1 at. Sounds great. I mean, I don't know what it's supposed to sound like other than this, but this plane sounds fantastic. All right, let's start dropping down. We'll just go down 500 feet per minute. Prop RPM 1900. It's way below that now. Before landing, props max.
St. Bart, Sierra Bravo Sierra, runway 12, winds 120 at 6, cleared to land.
Runway 10, cleared to land. St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo Sierra. We are a little too close. I wasn't paying attention to our DME arc. We need to be at 10 miles out, so let's make that happen. So we're looking at 75 to 85 knots indicated. Okay. I like when you turn the camera around, you can hear it on either side. That's pretty cool. I like that. So essentially what we're going to do with this DME arc, once we get back to 10 miles out, we're just going to keep on. We don't need to twist turn 10 this one. We can just turn to heading. We have our OBS indicator here for PJM, and then we have our DME indicator here. We have our course programmed at 96. And then once this gets, within maybe 5 degrees or so of here, then we'll go ahead and turn around. Come in for landing. That's a shame that these buttons, you don't hear them click. That would be nice. All right, we're almost back out to 9 miles. Pretty cool view. That was pretty dope. I like that one too. Oh shit, all right, there's 10 miles. We really I don't think we need to slow down until we get pretty much like lined up for our landing. This thing should slow down pretty easily, being that the gear's already out. Oh, we can't open the window?
Runway 10, taxi via Charlie Alpha. Runway 10, taxi via Charlie Alpha, skipper 3 Whiskey Lima.
Hey, it puts our registration number in here. That's cool. That's a pretty good effect. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, this is just a regular base bitch Cessna 208. It's just now Echo 19 came out with that package for it. I think I can pull it back up again. I think I still have it up. Yeah, this package, it's like $13, $14. So yeah, I mean, I've never had anything from Echo Sounds before. So far, it sounds really good. I've only ever had Boris. I think that's the only one I've ever used for like sounds and things like that. All right, we're getting ready to make our turn in for landing, so. Yeah, I was really hoping that the sound pack was for the Black Square 408, but no such, well, I think it's the 408, whatever Caravan Black Square just came out with. I was kind of hoping this would be for that, but it wasn't. All right, we are almost ready to make our turn towards the runway. I think we'll fly it by hand. Once we line up, we'll start flying by hand. Does trim button work? It sure does. Right at 10 miles for our DME, so that's good. Camel toe. Again, we'll start slowing down as we get lined up, which we are almost lined up. Yep, Scotland. Hey, what's up, dude? I had to take my glasses off, my pilot glasses, so I could read this chart, man. My old man eyes, it's too dark. I couldn't see it. I don't like flying without my glasses on. I feel kind of naked. I'll put them back on. Maybe I can read it since it's sitting in front of me. Nope. All right, fuck it. We just might have to leave these off tonight. Princess Juliana approach. St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo Sierra, established localizer, runway 10.
St. Bart's, Sierra Bravo Sierra, winds 120 at 6, runway 10, clear to land.
All right, now according to the chart, I need to start descending at about 5 miles out. We need to start slowing down. We only got about 2.5 miles. We'll take manual control once we start descending down. Then we'll land. We'll unpack. Maybe we'll choose a different livery, jump back in the airplane, and then fly back to St. Bart's. Try to make our St. Bart's landing as buttery smooth as we can. It's been about a month since I've tried landing at St. Bart's, so we'll get it done though. We always land. Sometimes we end up in the water. Sometimes we break an axle, but we always land the airplane. All right, we are almost slow enough to put our flaps down. Once we get down into that white bar area. And we are pretty much at the right distance. All right, yaw dampener off, autopilot off, my control. So flaps 1. We don't really have any vertical guidance other than just knowing we should be descending probably around 600 feet per minute. Usually it's like 5 times your ground speed. Ground speed's just over 100. Put our altitude back up in case we need to do a go around.
Approaching runway 10. Caution, caution.
All right, flaps full. Speed, we're okay. We're a little high. His name was Bob. He got the new Jordans. The name was Precious. At least there's no airplane sitting right on the number 10 like there was last time we landed here a few weeks ago. He got them new Jordans. No, bitch! No! What the fuck? Oh, it was so pretty. What the fuck happened? All right, well, fuck. I kind of want to do that landing again.
Sierra Bravo Sierra, taxi to GA parking stand 51 via Delta Charlie Alpha monitor.
Yeah, we are gonna do that landing one more time. Hang on. Let me turn off SayIntentions real quick. All right, SayIntentions is off. All right, let's take off again real quick and try that. Fuck, dude. Motherfucker flipped over. See, it's doing the same thing now too. Oh no! Hang on, hold on a second. Let me let me fix this. Let me fix this problem. Hang on one second. Let me just try something here real quick. I think our rudders were backwards actually, because I was just hitting the rudder pedals, and we were going the wrong direction. I have never had that happen before. Next flight, I'm not using SayIntentions. I want to put my glasses back on. I feel naked. Dude, that's crazy if that was really what happened. Let me try this again. That's interesting. That thing really pulls to the left, man. That's wild. All right, let's spin around and come back in. And then we'll pick out another livery. We'll do like Air Caribbees or something like that. This airplane sounds so good, man. Echo 19, I want to get some more of their stuff, man. They sounds good. Even like the pressure, the fuel pump, like all that stuff, man. That stuff sounded so good. Let's get 96 plugged in for our course. Her name was Precious. She got them new Jordans. All right, that's 96 right now. That. Now let's turn back towards the airport. Let's see what it is with the headphones on.
Voice suppression on.
Doesn't sound bad. I don't think with the noise suppression on. Not much of a difference, but doesn't sound bad. Now we can turn back towards the south. Come back in for this landing. That's a shame to roll over like that, man. Can't believe we rolled over. That shit is crazy. How far out are we? Oh yeah, we're good. Five miles out. Trim ourselves out a little bit. Oh, I didn't realize I had that set for flaps.
500.
All right, let's take the headphones back off.
Noise suppression.
Oh yeah, noise. No, without the noise suppression, is definitely better. Her name was Precious. She got them new Jones. Yeah, this landing is definitely easier to line up than St. Bart's. St. Bart's, that one you just kind of have to go with your gut where to line up, because that one takes actually some practice, to be honest. That, in my opinion, that one takes quite a bit of practice, more than a lot of other airports, because there's really no reference point for you to line up, except there's a little bit in this valley that they have, like a little bit of a valley between the between the road and the airport. There's a little bit of a valley. You can kind of shoot the gap with that. All right, let's finish lining up our landing. CDI indicator is now moving, which means we can move. Flaps full. Got the new Jones. So weird having to push the rudder the other direction to stop. Well, yeah, this thing is so sloppy. Oh my God. I'm so glad this airplane is free. Oh my God. It's almost impossible to control it. At least for me it was. I'd hit the rudder one way, we'd go almost over, then I'd turn the yoke and we'd like go the other way, like, whatever. It's okay. It's okay. All right, let's grab our next livery. Let's do passenger, and we will do Air Cara BBBs. All right, let's go down to Princess Juliana. I have a cousin named Juliana. All right, let's give this a try. Let me grab something to drink. I'm not sure if the microphone picked that up or not. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Caribbees. All right, let's maybe we'll make it like early morning. And we're just going to turn off live weather. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the shit taken off of here. That's cool. I mean, the sounds are great. It's so nice. Oh, good, the music's off now, so we can actually hear shit. Let me just make sure the music is off all the way. Where's my, there's my keyboard. I think tomorrow we're gonna be flying the 777, little long haul flight on X plane. I'm pretty sure I know I've been talking about it for a couple of days now, but I just been waiting for what I feel is the right time to get it, and I think tomorrow is going to be that time. All right, let's get inside this aeroplane. And we don't need to turn around. That's good. Let me look at our chart. All right, see TFFJ. Yeah, that's what I thought. So when I'm talking about that gap, there's like this little gap. You can kind of see it right here. You kind of shoot for that and be a little north of these little islands here. If you can be kind of north and shoot this gap kind of in here, you have kind of a fighting chance to line up okay. You have to fly it, in my opinion, you have to fly it quite a few times in order to really get the hang of it. But thankfully, we have these nifty things called tablets now, and we can, like, you know, just like kind of look at the tablet and figure the shit out. All right, very good. Let's close our vents. One there, and you know, one thing I want to change real quick. So right now I have this button here. You know, I guess I could leave that. I'll leave it alone. I was going to use that for, I was going to change it and use this hat switch for the trim, but it'll be, I think it's okay how it is. I think it's okay how it is. All right, battery on. Oh, you know what? Let me turn that off. Let me make sure we have enough fuel for our flight. Yeah, that works. All right, fuel pump on. Avionics on. Let's go nav, beacon lights, seatbelts on, starter on. When we get the 12 NP or 12 NG, we can introduce our fuel. That sounds so good. We are pretty much all set. All right, trim is set for takeoff. Wow, you can see the lights coming off the side here. Look at that. Cool. All right, park and brake off. Camel toe. Flaps down for takeoff. I could probably just take off right here. But we'll line up on the runway. I don't like that when you land this airplane, it's so wobbly. Like, I can't recall another airplane that I've flown recently that's been like that. Even the Trilander wasn't that bad. And that was real bad. Man, let me get one of them townhomes. Shoot. I'll hop that fence, fly these airplanes all day. I bet you I could make that same parts landing in real life. You give me an airplane. Give me an airplane with some like really upgraded shocks and like an off-road suspension like package kit on it. And I will bang that thing out. I'll be minty every time. Man, this thing sounds so good. See, like right now it's okay. Camel toe. Yep, might be doing Super 777 Sunday, or what's an airplane that has the word super in it? I want to do something like Super Sunday. Connie, that's right. The Connie, isn't that the Super Constellation? I think that's the Connie, the Constellation. Oh, you haven't flown it yet? Oh yeah, you need to fly that thing. That thing is so much fun. The checklist from Red Wings makes it really, like, the checklist makes it awesome. I like the checklist that comes with that thing. All right, yellow dampener on. Yeah, that checklist is awesome from, I think it's on a clipboard if I remember correct. All right, VS. Heading mode, autopilot on. Let's go flaps up. My bad. I cut the fuel off by accident. Whoa, trim. Jesus, all I did was just touch the trim wheel for a second. Golly. All right. Let's go back in the auto. Whoa, bitch. All right, autopilot, what you doing, baby? All right, I think we're getting better now. All right, we're good. All right, there's St. Bart's. We're going to be coming in for landing on that here pretty soon. We're just going to fly out a few miles more and then turn around towards it. I'm actually going to drop down to 2,000 feet, I think. All right, 500 feet per minute's okay. Oh, you know what? Let me see something here. I wonder if I can do something. What is the direction of this? Heading is 89 true, 103 magnetic. 103. Let me try something here real quick. Let Let me do the OBS indicator. I was going to try to have like an OBS line, but it won't allow it. Yeah, all right, no worries. All right, we can start turning. Should probably make it a little brighter outside. I think we'll be okay. My control. We need to finish lining up a little bit. We turned a little too late. Yeah, I wish there was a hurricane right now to fly that constellation into it. I did that quite a few times last year. Whenever we'd get a hurricane or something like that and it had a name, we'd take the constellation and fly it right into the heart of the hurricane, since it's a hurricane hunter airplane. All right, this is almost a good angle. We need to get a little bit tighter with this. Flaps 1. All right, this is a little better. Now, if I remember correct, that hump, that part of the road we fly over, I think that's like 500 feet or 300 feet above the runway or something like that. So we pretty much, like, I always try to have it so you're pretty much stalling out as you're cresting the hill, and then you can just go straight down and then just pull back as pretty much as hard as you can so you can try to, you know, land it with your back wheels first. To me, this landing is harder than the one in Nepal, the one at Everest, not Paro. Paro, to me, is the hardest landing ever. Harder than Aspen, harder than this one. Paro, man, that one. Last time I did that one, we landed it, man, but that thing kicked my ass. We got to do that again one day, land over at Paro. Grab another A319 or an A320. We'll do a Phoenix. Phoenix or Flight Sim Labs, maybe, or I don't know. I haven't flown a Flight Sim Labs A320 in a while. I bought it a long time ago, but I stopped using it because of every time I lost a simulator, they were trying to launch their app, and I just felt like it was like spyware in a way. Like, it just kind of freaked me out. I was like, I don't want this thing like opening up every time. Like, that's creepy. One day I saw it like going through a list of things. When I opened the app, I'm like, man, that's not like, that doesn't look good. Like, it looked like it was like adding a whole bunch of shit to my computer. Flaps full. See, here's those two little islands I was talking about, being like a little bit north of them. Camel toe. Precious. She got the new Jones. Yeah, this is a little too dark, I think, to be landing. It's really tough to see the hill. I think we're okay. If we roll over because of the rudder and shit, I'm okay, as long as it's a good landing. We can deal with a broken wing. I can't deal with a rough landing, but a broken wing, I'll take that. Yeah, see, we're right over the speed for the airplane passing out. All right, throttle's cut. Oh, Jesus Christ, we killed everybody. All right, let's try that again. Holy shit. All right, we were a little too high. We just killed everybody, broke the axles. That was no bueno. Oh boy. Yeah, we need to make it a little dark, a little brighter outside. I don't think they'd be landing this airplane at 6 in the morning. Here, let's do something where I know they'd be landing it this time of day. Woo boy. That was rough. All right, let's climb out again. Turn around to the west. Boy, that was rough. We were a little too high coming over that ridge. Speed was really good. It was looking really good until we shot down. All right, we'll go out just like 3 or 4 miles and turn around. Actually, let's hold off on the altitude here. Let's actually plug in like 1,500 feet. My hump, my hump, my hump, my hump. Check it out. My hump. I love my lady lump. Check it out. Maybe that's why we couldn't land it. We didn't have our landing lights on. Maybe that was the problem. All right, let's, I think we can start spinning this around now. Once we level off our wings on this turn here, we'll go into regular mode where we're flying it. Her name was Precious. Jones. All right. Go flaps 1. We might not have gone out far enough, but I'm going to try to make this work. Because this stream tonight wasn't really about the landings per se. It was more about just trying it out, but of course I want to make sure we have a decent landing. or at least giving it the old college try, as they say, whatever that means. Like, shut up, old man. I didn't go to college, so I don't know what you're talking about college tries. The only time I went to college was go to a couple of parties. All right, flaps full. Name was Precious. Got the new. I want to play Jedi. What was that Jedi game that came out? Not Jedi. Not the second game. The first one. Was it Jedi Survivor? Yeah, not the second one, but the first one. Oh, we are off a little bit. Yeah, I really want to play that game, man. I like that first game. The second one seemed like there was too many side quests and shit for my liking. Too much grinding and shit.
500.
But that first one was amazing. Almost as good as that Obi-Wan game that I had on the Xbox back in like 2002. That Obi-Wan game was the truth, man. I loved that thing. That combat was so fun. All right, throttle off. Told you we landed in the sand. Oh, you just saw us crash. Oh my God. All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna try this one last time. We'll fly this by hand again. Let's at least put the yaw dampener on for now. Tough landing, man. We almost had it, man. Almost. We're coming in good with speed. Speed's not the problem. It's just leveling back out again and then setting it right down. Not floating, but you come down, you flare, and then you land. Can't do what we did where you kind of float a little bit. You don't really have time for that. That's why we almost ended up in the drink. No problem landing when we had plenty of time to stare at the end of the runway like we did on Princess Juliana, but one of these islands around here is another hard landing. It might be that one over there. This one over here. There's another one of these islands over here that's got like a really short runway. It's like on the side of a mountain cliff and some shit like that. All right, let's go past this rock formation and then turn around. I think that'll give us enough time to... Oh, no, I don't think it will. turn back around. And I'm so happy I'm off of work for the next 2 days. Let me tell you. I love my job most of the time. Man, it is a lot of talking. It is a lot of talking all day long, man. And I'm not really complaining because, you know, there's much worse jobs I could have. And I do really enjoy what I do, man, but it is just so much talking. All day. And you got to be on point all day, man. Like, you can't, you know, everything's recorded. You know, you hang up with one call, you get like another call within 5 or 10 seconds usually. Sometimes quicker, man. I've had it before where I'd hang up and go like, fuck. And then like I all of a sudden I hear beep, and then like the next phone call's coming in and I'm like, oh, I hope they didn't hear me. Like, I hope that part of the phone call wasn't recorded. All right, I think we're good to turn around. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. And if you got an extra $13 laying around and you're on the fence about buying like a large pizza, buy this Echo sound pack instead of a large pizza. If I brought back my old series, pizza or planes or pizza, I'd be saying plane. This would not be a situation where you're better off buying pizza. This is a situation where, man, this thing sounds awesome. And like I said, I don't know what the thing sounded like before. I just know this thing sounds fucking awesome. Like, I would want to fly this plane like on a more regular basis because it sounds so good. Thing I like most about it so far is that you don't hear all wind noise in the cabin like you do in all these other airplanes. You can hear the engine. Now, granted, the engine is right in front of us, but still. All right, flaps full. Just trim out a little bit. Dear Lord, please unclench my butt cheeks so I can make a good landing. Dear Lord, Lord of all flight simulators, help me land this motherfucker with no problems. Amen. All right, we prayed on it. We're good now. We got the Lord grabbing our hand. The Lord is guiding us. Hey, spacecraft. I can't stop this thing. I can't turn it. Every time I try to turn it, well, you can't stop it. You just can't stop this airplane. right, let's I'm actually gonna try this one last time. Restart. Yeah, I think I can restart from the runway. Man, we are so close to nailing this landing. So close, man. No, this is not Princess Juliana. Son of a bitch! What did it say? You could buy this? Re-offers. Oh. Yeah. Alright, fuck it. Alright, let's go, baby! Right, Brett? Right. Ain't that right, Brett, baby? Let's try doing this at night. Car can break off. This thing is so hard to control on the ground. It's like near impossible. Are we gonna fly it like we stole it? Okay, let's put the yaw dampener on. Keep this at about 1,200 feet. Good friends don't let bad friends break axles on Cessna Caravans. The end. Good friends don't let bad friends send the Caravan into the drink. Might not have gone out far enough. We'll be okay though. Flying this thing like we're in the Blue Angels. Getting ready to release some red tail smoke and start doing some acrobatics. One thing we need to do again soon, which we haven't done in a while, is some carrier operations. Jump in the F-35 or the Tomcat and start doing some carrier operations again. That was fun, man. We haven't done that in a long time. Maybe I'll make sure that's downloaded. Maybe we'll try that tomorrow. Super Carrier Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Oh, you know what I'm going to do on landing as well? I'm going to lower the idle. Yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Lower that idle down as soon as we cross this threshold here. Pull that thing back to the middle section. Well, I tell you, this thing's been running better without AutoFPS on. All that time playing around with settings in AutoFPS, and this thing is running better tonight without it. All right, I'll take it. That's good enough for me. You can't land this airplane. That's the one bad thing about this airplane. You just can't land it. Like, you can land it, but you just can't control it afterwards. And don't tell me I'm doing something wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. This airplane's fucking terrible. It's bad. All right. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Let me see if we can do the... I don't think we can do... I don't think we can do the Connie on here. Let me see here. I don't think it's available. We might have to do that on 2020 tomorrow. Let's see here. Excuse me. Let's see here. Come on, computer. We might be able to use it in here. Let me see. No, you son of a bitch! That also caused Sky Dolly to crash too, you motherfucker. That's all right, we don't really need too much in Sky Dolly. All right, let's try this again. Let's launch it again. All right, while the sim is loading, let's get ready and buy this. See, that's the thing. I don't know if I want to get the 200. I should just buy all of them. See, this is why I cannot make a decision on this. This is like, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time making a decision on which one to get. Like, I kind of want to buy the 200 on here and then get, or should I get the 200 from PMDG for, I just don't want to buy the same one. Oh, this is not the right page. Yeah, all right, so, well, I already have it for 2024. I might be able to buy it in the shop, actually. Like in Microsoft's shop. Yeah, see, here's the 200 long range. See, that's only 50. I thought they made a Boris thing for, just don't know if it's worth it. I know PMDG is popular, but I always said if I'm going to buy another 777, I'm going to buy the Flight Factor one. And they just came out with the 300. Yeah, we'll buy the 300 one. Don't I? Is my cart still? Oh, I still have a shopping cart in here. All right, yeah, see, that's for the 200. Maybe that's the one I wanted. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, it's got the Pratt Whitney and the Rolls-Royce engines. Oh, yeah, this is the one we're getting. The 200. Oh, when was the last time this was updated, actually? Hmm. .300 version 2. I think this is the right one here. Yeah, this has both of those engines, the GE. And this was just updated. Like, this just came out. The version V2. Just don't know which one to get. But for 50 bucks more, I can just buy all of them. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to cheap out on this. I'm just going to buy the one that's like 170 bucks, I guess. I just can't make a decision. Oh my God, why am I so fucking, like, I can't make a decision on this. I am never like this. Jesus Christ. I just cannot feel comfortable about buying a certain one unless I know I'm getting like, but at 170 bucks, I just have a hard time dropping that. All right, I'll tell you what, let me, oh, well, you know what we can do? I have a thing here. Let's do this here. Here, I'll get this settled here. Where is my thing for making a spinny thing? Application, monitor, Phoenix, Miltech, control wheel, no. Your controls, no. Citation, no. Wheel of names, here we go. Okay, so let's get rid of all these. Okay, so are we gonna do 777 ER 777 or 772? All right, let's go ahead and spin. All right, best 2 out of 3. All All right, there we go. We're gonna get the 777 ER. So it's the one that's 119. No, it's this one here. It's 109. Nope, that's the wrong one. 200. Oh, wait a minute. Is this? There we go. All right, 300 ER. Yeah, I think this is the one right here. This has the upgraded engine. Yep. All right, we're gonna buy this one right now. All right, proceed to checkout. All right, let's see here. We got all that. Yes, you can notify me about updates. Do PayPal. Oh, I can pay for it over 2 payments. Look at that. Hell yeah, let's do that pay in 4 thing. I like that. 4 interest-free payments, $27 today and $27 next 2 weeks. Yeah, we can do that. As long as there's no interest. I had to turn off the main screen. I almost doxed myself. Yeah, we did it. We bought it. An email, including a receipt. Visit my account page. Nice, we did it. Excellent. All right, man. Let's see what if we can get into the Connie here. Hopefully it finished loading. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see if this thing is usable. Oh, look at that red one. American Airlines. Let's do it. All right, let's see if we can do anything with this airplane. That'd be cool if we could actually fly this thing in 2024. I don't think I've ever tried it yet. Not in 2024. Looks pretty good. Oh yeah, I remember this thing. I remember this airplane now. I may have to go and do some reading on it to kind of brush up on things on it, but yeah, I kind of remember this airplane. There should be a clipboard around here somewhere. All right, here's the autopilot system. Autopilot on, and then we have our autopilot levers. Cage. Yep. Yeah, this is an important button here. That autopilot button there. All right, 4 engines. Yeah, there's a... I thought there was a clipboard around here somewhere. Frame rates are not too good. We may have to drop some textures down on this one. Hey, where is the clipboard at? May have to break out the owner's manual real quick and... Whoa! You scared the fuck out of me, lady. Damn! Fucking creepy, just standing there. Goodbye. That was scary. Jesus Christ. Fucking girl stalking me. What did I tell you about stalking me, Linda? No, you cannot have my penis. No, you can't, Linda. Not unless you ask nicely. All right, so we have this booklet we can use. Yeah, I remember this.
Is caged.
Yeah, it's caged. I know it's caged, buddy. Oh, is it up top? Hang on a second. Ah, it's right here. That's right. Normal, cold start. Visibility options. Yep, here we go. Pilot. We have our systems, the GTN. Ground and fuel. Oh yeah, I remember this flight. That's right. Center of gravity, status, orders before starting. Let's see if this still works.
Checklist before starting engines. Remove before flight.
Checked.
Battery.
On.
Dome light.
On and white.
Nav lights.
On.
Definitely works better without the
Radio and instrument
pilots
switches.
in here.
On.
COM1 and COM2 panels.
On. And okay.
All right, maybe we'll fly
Ground
this
power.
tomorrow. I'll do some digging and find a real
Connected.
flight that this thing used to do, and we'll get the levers set so we
All
have four
services.
throttle
Checked.
levels.
Removed.
4 throttle levers.
Ground power.
On.
Parking brake. Check and set.
Yeah,
Arrows
thank you,
and
Scotland.
rudder
Yeah,
boosters.
about the clipboard. Yeah, I need to brush up on this thing before I
Elevator
fly it.
booster.
I don't want to make a. I don't want to make an error.
Ordnance lights. On.
But we did buy the 777 as well. I do have that,
Cabin
so
lights.
we'll probably be flying both of those at some point tomorrow. Let's make sure all my stuff is still in here.
Stairs. On. Main door.
All right, that's good. And let's look at METAR.
Dump valves. Checked.
Good. Okay. So the GTN still works, so we can still import a flight plan and do all that.
Emergency cutoff levers. On.
All right. Do the failures work yet? Oh, this works now. Oh, that's awesome. Last time I was in this airplane, none of this stuff worked.
1, 2, 3, 4, on.
Coal flaps.
1,
Bird
2,
collision,
3,
random.
4,
That is cool,
open.
man. Yeah, that is. This did not have this
Carburetor
last
air.
time.
1,
It was
2,
all blanked
3,
out.
4,
They have
set
career
to go.
option. All right, so this is still inoperable, the career option. That's okay.
Oil cooler flaps.
1, 2, 3, 4, open.
Gross weight and center of gravity.
Gross weight and center of gravity.
Weights and balances checked and confirmed.
Prepare for boarding.
You can always tell when you have the AI turned on when you have a coffee cup. Coffee cup means it's AI. Well, cool, man. Oh, look, you can set different configurations from here. No shit. I did not know that. This thing has got some cool shit to it that I forgot about, man. Select configure 3. I don't know if you can actually, I guess you can click on it. That is pretty cool. I don't hear any of the switches moving though. Any of the fuel switches. Where are the fuel switches at? Oh, right here. Oh yeah, there's the fuel pumps right there. Oh no shit, they do work. Oh shit, I didn't know you could do that. I'm sure it'll work once we have the airplane on. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. Very cool, man. That's awesome. All right, we're going to end it here. Yeah, we're going to fly to Super Constellation tomorrow. Let me see what liveries we got with it. Let me see what we got available. Nice. Let me turn off the this music here. All right, let's see what liveries we got with this thing. All right, so we have American, we have Tiger. Let's see what Red Wing has. All right, these are the Hurricane Hunter ones, maybe. Oh, Air France. Oh yeah, here's the Hurricane Hunters. Come on, Hurricane Hunter, show yourself. There we go. All right, so we have TWA, the Batcat, KLM. Oh, maybe we'll do KLM. Maybe we'll do a flight where we fly in or out of Amsterdam. I always like KLM. That's a pretty dope. Or Breitling. Yeah, we're going to do this tomorrow. We'll do this tomorrow. Maybe Air France. I don't know. I have to think about that. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Saturday night. I'm glad we flew that Cessna. I'm a little chipped right now with how that landing went. Like, I really want to do another landing. But, God, what time is it? 11:30? Let me try landing this bitch one more time. Hang on a second. That really bothered me that the landing was like, not that we crashed. I didn't care about the crashing part, but I want it to be soft. I want it to be like under 400. I think under 400 would be good in this airplane. All right, let's, I don't care what the livery is. All right, let's try this one last time. Then we gonna call it a night. All right, brakes are on. Dude, no way is that big ass airplane sitting there. Yeah, something is up with the way this airplane is on the ground. Like you hit the rudder with your left foot and you start flipping over to the left. It doesn't make any sense. Like if you're pushing your right foot down, that should actually try to move the right side down, not the other side. All right, flaps up. Let's move our trim up a little bit. Put the yaw dampener on again. That's cool, we're still in the same livery. Maybe the livery's the problem. Maybe it's this livery sucks. Maybe that's why we can't land it under 400. All right, we are almost, I mean, I think we're almost good to turn around, actually. Just go out a little bit farther. All right, let's turn around. Or we could do some Sunday school action tomorrow and do some more FS Academy. Those are always fun. We're almost done all the lessons, actually. I think we finished last time on number 23, I think. We're almost ready for our big test. And then we will truly have become a Jedi Master at that point. We will relinquish the Padawan status, and only then will we truly know the ways of the Force. All right, yaw dampener off. Flaps full. All right, our speed is almost at the stalling point. Well, sort of. We still have a little bit more to go. Maybe we're coming in too fast. Maybe we need to be closer to like 60 knots. Let's get it a little slower. right, that was better. I think we can do one more go around. I think we'll try that one last time. I think that's the key, is coming in around 65 knots. That seemed to work a lot better this time. All right, this will be the last time. I'm almost done. Take off power set. All dampener on. Flaps up. I just want to get under 400. If I can get under 400, I'll be happy. I don't like ending a stream unless I have a better landing. I've just something about that. I just never liked ending streams with bad landings. It always burns me up. Usually I come back the next day and grease the landing, but I'm not planning on coming back here tomorrow, that's for sure. Na-na-na. When you got it trimmed out, okay, you can leave your hands off the wheel for a few minutes. Well, maybe not minutes, but you know what I mean? You can leave it off the wheel for a few seconds. All right, we are almost ready to turn around again. It's gonna be so nice not having to wake up to an alarm clock tomorrow. Oh my God, it's gonna be so fucking beautiful. I can't wait. I can't wait to not hear. Oh, God. Or wake up like 10 minutes before my alarm goes off, and then set the timer on my phone for like 20 minutes, and then like lay in bed for like 20 more minutes, just agonizing about having to get up and get out of bed to go to work, even though like I just work downstairs. Alright, come on airplane, finish spinning around, babe. Hey, this is the longest spin, my goodness. Alright, flaps one. Yeah, this has to be the last landing, man. I gotta go to the bathroom so bad. Like, I really do. I've been holding it for a while now, but I'm getting old, man. It's hard to hold it in when you get old. Maybe that's why I like Phil and Wings and all them guys wear diapers when they're streaming. Where they can just take a leak right in their pants. Nobody would even know. There are streamers that do that. I could have sworn that, what's his name does it, Review Tech? I could have sworn he said he did it. I know Jeremy pissed in his basement once, which is fucking crazy. He's too fat and lazy to walk upstairs or walk to the other side of his house. He's got to piss right in the drain on the floor. That's fucking gross. Piss on your own floor. Alright, let's see here. Slow down a little bit. Thank you, nice lady in the machine. Ooh, we are not lined up properly. All right, baby. Come on, baby. Let's do it. All right, idle. Idle down. I'll take it, bitch. And we did not roll over. Hell yeah, baby. That was so good. Let's turn around and park this thing and turn it off. I'll turn the music off too. Hang on, let me turn the music off. All right, we can just turn it off here. Wow, that sounds good. God, this thing sounds so good. All right, we're out of here, man. Now that we had that good landing, I'm good. I said anything under 4, we good? We good, baby. That's it. I will see y'all tomorrow morning, East Coast time, hopefully around 10 o'clock. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing the Constellation first or the 777. I'm going to think about that one. It's a good chance we're going to do the Constellation first and then save the 777 for later in the day. Or we might flip it. I don't know yet. We're going to spin. Oh, yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in again, Scotland. I appreciate it, man. It was nice catching up with you, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. All right, everybody. Have a good Saturday night. I will see y'all on the next episode of the Airplane Show. See ya. Hey, there's no outro music. I wonder why we can't hear it. All right. Well, maybe you could have heard it. I didn't hear it at first until now. All right, folks. See y'all later. See ya.